You guys ever feel like the shit you're going through is like the most important shit? You know what I mean? Let me fix this camera real quick. And if my shirt looks a little wet, listen, I had to get this off my chest because I was just at the gym, and yeah, my shirt is soaked. But I didn't want to get changed, take a shower, and then forget what I want to talk about. So I'm going off the cuff right now, so bear with me. All right. Um, do you ever feel like the stuff that you're going through in your head and maybe the stuff you're going through outside of your head, just like real life shit, is like, oh, this is the most important shit going on right now, and nobody knows what I'm dealing with. Nobody knows what I'm going through. No one knows what I'm thinking. No one knows any of this shit. And by the way, it's the most important shit going right now because it's my shit. Well, that's where I caught myself um yesterday and today. And I guess I wanted to share with you guys that we're all important. You're important. If you're watching this, you're important. Somebody values you, all right? Whether you like it or whether you know it, excuse me, whether you know it or not, someone values you. Someone loves you, someone misses you when you're not around, and someone wishes they could talk to you more than they do. But we always think that we're more important than we really are. Now follow me. I was at the gym kind of, and I go to the gym a lot when well, I go to the gym regularly, but when I go to the gym nights like tonight, I go because I've just got a lot of stuff on my mind. I was working today, trying to make some extra money, if there's such a thing in this economy. But I was working, and then I said, I'm gonna end my day with a workout. So I'm gonna go do some cardio, and then I'm gonna hit the sauna. And that's exactly what I did. And while I was in the sauna, man, I just started thinking about stuff that I've been dealing with in my own world that I don't really talk to people about. That has just kind of been kind of bugging me, not in a major way, but enough to where I'm thinking about it. Like I'm a real ass person. I like to have real conversations. So when someone engages me and says they want to talk and we get into a conversation, hence my podcast, I always say this. You guys know by now I love to talk. What I mean by I'm a real ass person, that if we're in person together and we're talking, we're face to face, and you want to have a real conversation with me, I'm going to have a real conversation with you if I have the time. Okay. And I feel like recently I've engaged with a few people where the conversation has been rushed and it's kind of irritated me because the topics were pretty serious. And I'm the type of person where don't ask me about a topic or about something that's going on or my opinion about something, or don't ask me to engage with you in a conversation and then kind of rush it along or cut it short. Or I don't, it bothers me. I would much rather not even start the conversation. In fact, I feel like I should start conversations like that. If you have time, let's talk about it. If you don't have time, then let's not talk about this now. I feel like that's what I need to start doing because the last couple of times I've talked about stuff that I was passionate about that someone has asked me, and I said, I feel like you're just not listening. I feel like you're not you kind of just asked a blanket question and didn't really want the real answer. And I'm not like that. I'm going to give you the real answer in detail because that's what I do. And those kind of things have been irritating me. Now, there's been other things going on, man. You know, I haven't really, I haven't really been in the mood for jokes recently, man. I have got a lot of stuff going on right now, and a lot of stuff that's weighing on me, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I know it's self-inflicted because there's nobody putting pressure on me right now, but I am. I'm putting pressure on myself. So I haven't been in the mood for jokes. I haven't been in the mood for people who are trying to be the funny guy around me about stuff that I do in my life that I take very serious, whether it be working out, whether it be coaching, whether it be training, whatever it is, my faith. I haven't been in the mood for any wisecracks about any of that. In fact, I've just turned it all off. And I don't apologize for that because I know on one of these episodes early on in this podcast, I talked about it's okay to be that guy and protect your peace. And if something's not bringing you peace, don't apologize for muting it or blocking it or walking away from it or ignoring it. Don't apologize for it. And I'm not apologizing to anybody for it. You know, I've had some family stuff going on where I asked them to be patient with me because I've got a lot of shit going on. And wouldn't you know it, they were not patient with me. Started talking reckless on the phone, and I had to shut that down. And as much as an asshole I felt like afterwards, I knew it was necessary because I asked politely to give me some time, some space. I need time. I am dealing with some shit right now. And it wasn't respected, and it went left. I don't apologize for it. There has been some great things going on though. Some very good things. But I've been in my head about the stuff that's been bothering me, man. And then today or tonight, I hit the sauna. I'm feeling good. My cardio went well. I felt good. Got off the treadmill and I felt healthy, strong. So then I go in the sauna and I look at my phone to see how much time I have left in the sauna. And then I get an Instagram notification. And I look at Instagram. I scroll past something and I notice uh, it's one of my cousin's bandmates. And he's battling cancer right now. Serge, if you hear this, um, I know we don't know each other really well, but I've been praying for you, man, heavily. I even reached out to my cousin and asked about, how you're doing and whatnot. And I know we follow each other since the first time we met, but I'm praying for you. You know, Serge put up a post and it said, today, I believe it said today was especially hard. And you know what? I don't want to take that out of context. So I'm going to try and pull up that post right now. He said, the pain is unbearable today. And it was a selfie, and he looked like he was going through it. He has to have dialysis, I believe, multiple times a month. And if you don't know what dialysis is, I believe it's where they drain your body of blood and replace it with new blood. and it is a motherfucking process. So here I am in the sauna thinking about all the shit I just told you and how it bothers me and how I'm in my head about it. And this guy, I want to say, is in his late 20s, early 30s. And this guy is fighting cancer and going through dialysis, just battling, trying to live another day. And I got problems. Are they ever as big as you make them out to be? The simple question. Ask yourself that. Are your problems ever as big as you make them out to be? At that moment, I told myself to quit being such a little bitch and start appreciating where you're at, appreciating the people that love you, appreciating that you're not where you were. You're in a much better place than you were. And I told myself, you better regroup and get a grasp on life and understand what true difficulty and hard time is. Because the shit you're complaining about right now in your head, that shit ain't hard. If you're listening, I hope that you are reflecting on maybe some shit that you're going through. Because I can almost bet that the shit you're going through isn't half as bad as what this guy's going through. But yet in your head, you're in your feelings. Forgive me because I'm scrolling through because I do believe, yeah, he's a father. He has an 11-year-old son. I can imagine battling cancer, going to dialysis, what my sons would be going through, wondering if I'm going to make it another day. Me and this guy don't know each other very well. We met one time when I went to go see my cousin's band perform, and my cousin was just giving me the highest praise, even though I don't do music anymore like that. He was just, I don't know what he told these guys, but these guys, when they met me, they were so excited to meet me. They were so cool. They were just like, man, I heard so much about you, about touring and the shit you've done. And they're a heavy metal band. They do hardcore metal. And they had the utmost love that they were sharing with me that night. And I followed Sergio after that night on Instagram. We followed each other, and I just wanted to show them support because I know how much I needed it when I was touring. But I had no idea Serge was battling cancer. I don't know how his son feels. I don't even know if his son's on social media, but I don't know how his son would feel if he saw the post that he put up today saying that the pain is unbearable today. I know my sons would, it would affect them big time. I'm sharing this with you guys because we get so caught up in our own bullshit, man. And we just think that what we're going through is so important that why doesn't anybody care? Why isn't anybody checking on us? Why this? Why that? How come I'm going through this? We get caught up in our bullshit and we fail to realize that it's really not that big a deal. It'll pass. It always does. And that's when we let our little bitch voice win. The bitch voice, I always talk about this, and I tell you guys, it's that voice in your head that starts telling you, oh man, that person didn't call you because of this. Oh man, that person probably feels like this. That's why they didn't return your text message. Why do you hang around with that person? Every time you talk to them, they cut the conversation short or they have something slick to say. Don't you catch that? Don't you catch that when you talk to them? Don't you hear the undertones of what they say to you? That's your bitch voice. It wants you to get offended. It wants you to be upset. And then you get that little spurt of energy where you're like, I'm gonna go to the gym and work out. And then your bitch voice is like, man, you don't need to work out. Just chill. Put on Netflix, watch TV, scroll social media for 3 hours. That's your bitch voice. And it was messing with me for a couple days, but not no more. I wanted to share this with you guys as a short episode because I wanted to remind you if you are going through stuff to think about what you're going through. Put everything in perspective and really think about, is what I'm going through so bad right now? Or is it going to be over in a day or two or a week? Or do I just got to get through this month and it's over? You're probably going to find out and realize that that's true. It is going to be over pretty quick. And I guess I just wanted to remind you guys because I needed that reminder today. I needed to come across that post and I needed to see that so I could check myself. And hopefully, this episode helps you do that for yourself. That's all I got, guys. I love you. My website is raymolina.com. Instagram and TikTok is at the perfect mess pod. My personal one is at it's Ray Molina. The YouTube is youtube.com/the perfect mess pod. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Um, that's all I got. I'm on all the social media platforms, so if you look, you'll find me. All right. That's all I got. Like I always say, my life isn't perfect. Oftentimes it is a mess, but for me, it is a perfect mess. Peace.